What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's Way Back Wednesday, and today we're covering the deck that actually won the Junior Division. Yeah, the Junior Division in 2012 World Championship, and that is going to be Mewtwo Terrakion. And that's it. We've covered a lot about 2012. We've talked about, Shaymins and Smeargles and all this good stuff, but this list is just Mewtwo and Terrakion. Just really consistent. That's going to be a no Dark Rise, nothing fancy. Just gonna play a bunch of supporter cards, be really consistent, and win games this way. And that's what the junior champion did. He was just really consistent and won. And let's go over his deck. I mean, it's just really a lot of 4-ofs. It's some interesting decks for sure that makes his deck a little bit more consistent. So the first up is Mewtwo-EX. We've covered this probably a billion times by now. Mewtwo-EX with X-Ball, 20 times amount of energy, 20 damage times amount of energy attached to both Pokemon. But our backup attacker is going to be Terrakion. We've seen him before as well. Retaliate 30. If Pokemon's knocked out last turn, you do additional 60 damage, which is 90. Compare this to Darkrai, you're doing 180, and you're swinging knockouts that way. He also has a Land Crush, which is straight 90, so that can also knock out Darkrai as well for weakness, so that's fantastic. And that's going to be all your Pokemon. 4 Mewtwo and 3 Terrakion. That's it. But 3 Dual Ball. Flip 2 coins for each head. Search deck for base Pokemon, put in your hand. Okay. 1 Retrieval, which is really nice because the first thing it was really nice because Junk Arms lets you reuse cards over and over again. Discard 2 cards from your hand, get any card out of your discard pile. So with 1 Retrieval, you constantly get fighting energy out of your discard pile if needed. With the 1 Energy Switch, you keep moving around energies as much as you want to thanks to Junk Arm. You have 1 Lost Remover to get rid of a special energy in the Lost Zone. Now, the thing about this format is the Lost Zone is a space where you can't access. So once in the Lost Zone, it's gone forever. So if you Lost Remover DC, there's no way to get it back either way. It's just a lot cooler because it's in the Lost Zone instead of just in the discard pile. So it's really cool. 1 Max Potion, once again, combines with Junk Arm. You can discard all your energy, but you heal all your Pokemon. I guess the real way to say it, but like you can heal your Pokemon and remove all of your energies. That's fine. You basically just heal Mewtwo and attach new DC and you're good to go. 3 PlusPower. This is going to help you win the Mewtwo War. Because X-Ball, if both Pokemon have a DC on it, you're doing 20, 40, 60, 80. But with the PlusPower, you're doing 90. And now you hit for 180, which is pretty nice with the PlusPower. For Catcher, back then, like I said before, you automatically switch it up, which is broken. That's why you play 4 of them with 4 Junk Arm, and you just knock out whoever, whenever. But now it's a coin flip, unfortunately. 3 Random Receiver, we're just trying to be really consistent, because we're playing 3 Random Receiver, 3 N, 4 Juniper, and 4 Oak. Like, 4, 8, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14. Basically playing like 15 supporter cards. Not really, but 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, sorry. 14 supporter cards thanks to this. 4 Switch. To switch between Pokemon pretty easily if needed. Let's say you X-Ball and then you knock out your Mewtwo, then you need to retaliate, and then you don't get knocked out, then retaliation is really useless, then you switch back into Mewtwo. It's just really good for a switch, just like I said, maximum consistency. I'd actually probably play like a 4th PlusPower, but for a switch, whatever is fine. And Ruins of Alph, which is really, really cool, because it says each Pokemon to play has no resistance. Now, Darkrai, like I said, is big in this format. But it has resistance to Mewtwo because Mewtwo is psychic. But with Ruins of Alph, you can change that. All of a sudden, you're like, all right, your opponent's like, there's no way he can knock me out. He can't knock me out. But then you drop Ruins of Alph, and it messes up their mouth, which is really cool. Before End, 4 Juniper, 4 Oak. Man, I wish every time I see Oak, I just want it back in the game. Just want Oak back. 2 Eviolite. It messes with Mewtwo Moors. It messes with like Terrakion. It makes things so interesting. Just that minus 20 is so, like it makes math so weird. Like I said, PlusPower, 1 PlusPower changes Mewtwo math. Minus 20 from Eviolite after applying weakness resistance changes everything. Yeah, it does. I promise. 2 EXP share, and this is how we're going to streamline Terrakions. EXP share says when somebody's knocked out, you get the energy from the active to one of your basic energies. So if Mewtwo has like 2 fighting energies, and you have 2 Terrakions, both the EXP share, they both get fighting energies. We've seen this before nowadays. EXP share is a really big card, all of a sudden, which is fantastic. I love EXP share. But yeah, EXP share going to help us streamline Terrakions. 4 DC for Mewtwo. You can use it for retaliation as well because it needs a fighting and a DC if needed. and 8 fighting. And that's going to be the Mewtwo Terrakion deck. Like I said, nothing fancy, no Smeargle, no Shaman shenanigans, no Skyro Branch, is the one Ruins of Alph, and that's going to be it. There is some techie stuff, like I said, with the EXP share, the Max Potion, the Loss Remover, but you have like so much open space because you're just playing really consistent that it does work out. And you'll see in the video, this is a really good list. It does perform well, and I think there's a reason why he won World that year. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, so putting his Clear Zero, playing a Psychic, Colorless, Dark, and a Steel deck. Now, this could either be a Weavile deck, or it could be a Darkrai deck. Hopefully it's Darkrai. That's what I want to see. Hopefully it's just like Darkrai Mewtwo, and that's fine. We'll just play against that matchup. Alright, so we get a mulligan, we'll press done, and we just gotta hope it's not Weavile. It could be Weavile because, like, Psychic could be Mr. Mime, Dark is Weavile, Sneasel, and I didn't see any Grass, though, so that's the key. We'll press done, we'll get 7 new cards, and there's Mewtwo, there's a Fighting Energy and a DC. So we'll start Mewtwo, we'll put down Terrakion, and we'll pass. Or not pass, we'll press done, duh. Alright, so let's see, what does our opponent have here? It's a Weavile deck. Oh, no. Alright, so we'll put a Fighting Energy on Terrakion, we'll put down Mewtwo, and we'll pass. Now, he does have resistance, but if he puts a Dark Energy on Sneasel, what we can do is put a DC, Ruins of Alph, and take a knockout this turn, which would be really nice. But we have to take down a Sneasel deck. Weavile is going to be a hard matchup for sure, but can we do it? This is probably the best deck in Legacy. So let's see a Juniper, discard their hand, draw 7 new cards. And if they send up a Smeargle, use Portrait, they're going to hit a Juniper, discard their hand, draw 7 new cards. And that's the question. Let's see, what will they do? Is Terrakion enough? Because what we could do is streamline Terrakions with the EXP shares and retaliate over and over again, taking knockouts that way. They receive an Ultra Ball, go to discard 2 cards from their hand. Okay. We don't play an Ultra Ball, we just play Dual Balls. We already have 2 Mewtwo's and then have Terrakion, so we really don't need too much else. There's a Ultra Ball discarding a Silver Bangle, and I'm not sure what the other card was. But hopefully they put energy on the active Sneasel so we can take a knockout this turn. We also could play Eviolite. It makes it a little bit harder for our opponent to knock us out. Do they put it? Oh, no, they put a Dark Energy on the bench. Sableye, that's not good. Retreat to Sableye, and it'll Junk Hunt, put 2 cards back into their hand. Maybe they don't have a counter for a Stadium. That could be a possibility. And then, like, Ruins of Alph sticks there the whole time. As long as we find a DC, we take a knockout. Not a DC, a PlusPower. We take a knockout this turn. So Switch and Ultra Ball going into their hand. And to our turn, let's see. There's a Max Potion. So DC, Ruins of Alph, and Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Do we find a PlusPower? And we don't find one, unfortunately. So we'll put an EXP. Oh, hold on. We'll put down Terrakion, EXP share, and we will Axe Ball. Only doing 60, not enough for a knockout. But my opponent still needs, like, a bunch of Pokemon to knock us out this turn. And they need 2 energies, 20, 40, 60, 80. We could put a Fighting Energy in the active, take a knockout that way, which is really cool. So Dark Patch to a Sneasel. Okay. That's number 1. There's Weavile coming down. It has, 90 HP? So 20, 40, 60, 80. Alright, so switch into the Smeargle, and we're going to see a Portrait. Oh, he's going to see N first. So N will both get new hands of Sex. Oh, he could play Skyro Bridge. That could be his Stadium card. So Catcher DC, Fighting Energy, okay. Alright, so what is that, a Rainbow? No, a Rescue Energy going to the Weavile. We'll see Silver going to the Weavile, okay. And we'll probably see a Portrait hit an Oak, get a new hand. 20, 40, 60. We gotta put a Fighting Energy in the active share to knock out the Weavile. But we have the EXP share on Terrakion, and we'll see Portrait probably playing the... Oh, he's gonna play the Juniper, actually. Discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Discarding a Junk Arm, which... Okay, alright. Can he find a bunch of Pokemon? I don't think so. It is 30, right? So he has to find 6 Pokemon this turn to take a knockout. It's gonna be hard for him to do that, for sure. But if he doesn't bump the Stadium and we flip heads on Catcher, we can knock out Weavile this turn, which would be really nice. That's what we're gonna try to do. So Love Ball for another Weavile, most likely. Okay, and execute. There we go. There's 1. Okay, that's the thing, number 1. All right. Okay, Do we... Okay, so Junk Arm, I'm going to discard two eggs, most likely, or an egg and something else. For a switch, most likely, so discards an egg and a Dark Patch. Okay. Can grab a Love Ball. With this, we might see another... So life due to the active Smeargle. I don't care about life due to pass onto our turn. So we're going to try to pick Catcher, try to bring it up, and Tails. We are going to Fighting Energy the active and play an Oak. Okay. I don't want to put down the Sneasel because it gives our opponent too much win condition. And 20, 40, 60. So right now I'm just going to X-Ball. I know it doesn't take a knockout, but my opponent still needs a bunch to... Okay, hold on. They need to discard... They actually don't need to discard 6. They only need to discard a couple to take a knockout Weavile. It's not good. They gotta find an energy. They can retreat to Weavile, take a knockout, go down to 4, and they put a Fighting Energy Terrakion. We take a knockout, then he takes a knockout, then we take a knockout. There's an Oak. Gonna shuffle, draw 6 new cards. Okay. They gotta find some more eggs. Let's see, it's 20, 30 for each one, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Once they have 4, they can do 150, which is not good. So Love Ball for another egg, most likely. Okay, there's another egg going to their hand. Just kind of, man, I hate that we flip Tails. So another egg going to their hand, okay. But they're going to have to deal with these Terrakions. These Terrakions are going to start coming up for sure and do some damage. So Ultra Ball going to grab 2 eggs to grab another egg, most likely. Alright, so there's a third execute going to their hand. It's supposed to be Terrakion versus Weavile. So a Dark Patch to a Sneasel, okay. Propagation, okay. Another Propagation. Oh, he's getting ready. He is getting ready either for an Ultra Ball or he is going to attack this turn. Let's see which one it is. Hopefully it's not an attack, so we can at least try to knock out a Weavile before this Smeargle gets knocked out. So Dark Energy active. We'll see retreat and probably a swing for a knockout, most likely. This is not going to be good. At least this Terrakion gets a Fighting Energy through EXP share, which is nice. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, plus Subringle. So he's going to discard his whole hand right now, take a knockout. If I'm correct. And yes, he discards his whole hand to 180. Take a knockout going down to 4. We'll put a Fighting Energy on Terrakion. And we'll send up this Terrakion. Okay. So on our turn, what do we find? We find a Fighting Energy from the active. And we'll play an Oak, give us both new hands of 6. Alright, we're looking for another Terrakion. Alright, there's a dual ball, so hopefully flip at least a heads. There's one heads. Alright, cool. Head 2. We'll grab a Terrakion and a Mewtwo. We'll put down the Terrakion, and we will go for Retaliate for the knockout. Alright. So do 180 damage. I'll go down to 5. He can easily take a knockout with this Weavile. Or another Weavile, maybe, because he's going to get the Weavile back into his hand. Because that Rescue Energy, here comes Sneasel, it has free retreat. On to our opponent's turn. But what's going to happen is he's going to take a knockout. And then we're going to take a knockout. And then he can take another knockout. Then we have another Terrakion. And then we'll have to see, does he have any more Weaviles left? And we need to find an Eviolite as well. So Weavile coming out. Seeker. I am picking up the Mewtwo for sure. Okay. The only unfortunate thing is he could put the Life Dew on his Weavile. But now we picked up our only EX. So that's really neat. I just wish we had somebody to bring up. So Life Dew to the Sableye, which I'm fine with this. Okay. We just gotta flip heads and knock out this Weavile. If we do that, we're looking really good. So Sneasel coming down, don't care about that. Alright, come on, Catcher. So Junk Hunt, gonna put 2 cards in their hand. Alrighty, can we flip heads on Catcher? So Junk Arm, 2 cards going back to their hand. On to our turn, we will try to play Catcher. Tails, alright, so we'll Junk Arm, discard 1 and 2. I guess we should probably discard the +power, but we're gonna grab another Catcher. Come on, Catcher heads, buddy. Come on, Catcher. And oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Alright, so we'll +power, Mewtwo, Fighting Energy this guy, and we'll play it in. We're looking for a Junk Arm, a Catcher, and we, oh my goodness, I can't believe we're 0 for 3 on coin flips right now. Alright, so we're Retaliate for the knockout. Okay, we don't take any prize cards because Life Dew, and now he can Junk Arm for the Life Dew. Alright, so here comes Sneasel onto our opponent's turn. But if he takes a knockout this turn, we can retaliate for this guy. We can put energy in this guy. We're good to go. We're 0 for 3 on coin flips. Oh my goodness. So Skyro Burst comes down, which gives his base Pokemon for retreat. Okay. Propagation. So it looks like something's about to happen. Probably some Junk Arms. I just can't. Man, if one of those were heads, this would be totally different right now. But unfortunately, it was not. Please Ditto as well. What does this guy do? Okay, alright, whatever. Alright, so Junk Arm discarding 2x. There's a Dark Patch, okay. So he can take a knockout this turn, but we'll be able to take a knockout back with him with this Terrakion while putting energy on this Terrakion. There's a Fighting Energy Disabli, okay. Sneasel coming down. And an N. So we'll get 5, he gets 4. We're just hoping to draw a catcher. If we draw a catcher, we can't take a knockout anymore. There's a catcher, alright. And we'll probably see a double Junk Hunt, maybe? I don't know. So propagation, okay, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna swing this turn. Alright, so propagation number 1, propagation number 2. Okay. Does he play Junk Arm? So Junk Arm going to discard 2 cards from his hand, most likely grabbing a Dark Patch. Alright, oh, a Life Dew, perfect. This will probably go on the Sableye. Okay, I'm fine with this. We just gotta flip heads, own this catcher, or we're gonna go 0 for 4. So Junk Hunt, gonna put 2 Junk Arms back into his hand. Okay, there's 1, there's 2. On our turn, we just gotta flip a heads. Alright, so come on, catcher. Don't let me down. And yes, we got this. We'll bring up this guy. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we will Retrieval. Put the Fighting Energy to this guy, and we'll Random Receiver trying to find an N. Alright, there's a Juniper, so I'm just going to Oak, give us a new hand of 6. But that's good, at least it can Land Crush for the knockout. There's an Eviolite, we'll put an Eviolite on the Mewtwo. And I'm going to Eviolite on the active. It makes it a little bit hard for opponent to knock us out, and it will Land Crush for the knockout doing 180 damage. Alright, so 180, we'll go down to 4. We find a Junk Arm, okay. He's going to probably put the Sneasel has free retreat, that's fine. But if he takes a knockout this turn, we can retaliate for the knockout, which is pretty nice. And we'll start winning the prize war just a little bit. But we do have to worry about this Life Dew over and over again. And we got to worry about Super Rod. He hasn't played a single Super Rod yet. He's played 1 Junk Arm. Okay. But right now, to take a knockout, he has to discard a bunch of Pokemon. Yeah, so at least 5. Is it 5? Is it 6? Yeah, 5 Pokemon. Alright, so if I Energy to Sneasel, okay. Retreats to Sableye, and we'll see Junk Hunt, most likely. Or Confuse Ray. He could go Confuse Ray right now, which... Alright, no, go to Junk Hunt. Okay, so we just need to play this catcher, flip heads, and end our opponent down to 4, get rid of his Junk Arm. So Junk Arm or Dark Badge going to his hand. On our turn, come on, catcher, baby. Come on, catcher, and a heads. Alright, we'll bring up this Sneasel. We're going to put a DC on a Mewtwo, and we're going to end him down to 4. Just trying to get rid of the Junk Arms. So switch, Eviolite, DC, okay. So we are going to Dual Ball, just to thin our deck down. Heads and tails. We'll grab nothing. And we will Land Crush for the knockout, going down to 3. Alright. So we go down to 3. There is a Mewtwo. Okay, I don't care about Mewtwo too much. We'll see Sableye come up onto our opponent's turn. But now we're winning the prize war. He has to knock out these Terrakions. Just 3 of them just sitting there, like, just looking cute, just ready to attack. And we are doing fine right now. What we had to worry about is this Life Dew. As long as Life Dew is in play, we are in trouble. I do not want to get rid of this Life Dew. I want him to discard his own Life Dew. I do not want to knock out the Sableye. I just want Sableye to hold this Life Dew. So if he, like, passes, or if he just Junk Hunts, and we can take a knock on a Sableye, I'm definitely not going to. Jirachi comes down. Alright, this is fantastic. Jirachi is a great endgamer for us, because he has 90 HP. That's fine. So we see Jirachi. Does he grab an N? An Oak? Alright, so Jirachi, that is amazing right there. There's an Oak, okay. But as you see, we only have 3 cards left, so we can knock out Weavile pretty easily thanks to EXP share. There's a Love Ball for probably another Weavile. Alright, so there's a Smeargle. Okay, I don't care about Smeargle. We don't have any cards in our hand. So Smeargle coming down. And Oak, shuffle, draw 6 new cards. Alright, so let's see what can happen. Can we take down this Weavile deck or not? I'm starting to kind of believe. I don't want to believe too much, because then you know what happens if you believe in. So Propagate again. Okay, so 2x going to his hand. We'll probably see a Junk Arm. Alright, so Junk Arm, go discarding double X. There's a Dark Patch. Okay, so Dark Patch number 1. Let's see, where does that go? You probably will leave out most likely. Alright, so another Propagation. Oh, he could toe scrapper right now to get rid of EXP share. That would actually be pretty huge. So 2x go into his hand. Okay. So Junk Arm number 2. Probably grabbing another Dark Patch. Looks like he's going to try to swing this turn, but if he does and we still have EXP share, that'd be fantastic. So Dark Patch going to their hand. Okay, don't care about that. Dark Patch to the Weavile. Okay. How many DCs have we played? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have one more left besides the one in our hand. Alright, look at all of your face down price cards. So you can see what's left. Because he's going to take a knockout this turn, and he's definitely digging for a Super Rod most likely. Or maybe a second Seeker. Because if he plays the second Seeker, he can pick up Jirachi. Make it where we can't take a knockout. Alright, so he's going to look at his price cards, see what's all in there. But if he takes a knockout this turn, we'll take a knockout Terrakion, and with this Terrakion, and then we can DC this Mewtwo or something. So he's doing Junk Arm. Like I said, I'm not going to attack the Sableye. He could Tool Scrapper his own Sableye. And then, oh my goodness. Say what my opponent could do. Alright, so we just need to fight Catcher. Okay, there's an Oak. So I'm put down Mewtwo. I'm going to switch into Terrakion. I'm going to switch back into Terrakion, because what I need to do is take a knockout right now on this Jirachi. So put DC on this guy. We'll play Oak. Okay, we'll shuffle, get 6 new cards. And we don't find one. Okay, because what I'm scared of is he could Toe Scrapper his own Life Dew and then put it on this Weavile. So we're going to dual ball. I'm just trying to take my deck out right now. So heads and a heads, okay. We're not going to get anything. We have 3 Junk Arms, we have 3 Junk Arms in here. Okay. And right now I'm just gonna pass. Do we plus power? Yeah, we'll plus power, sure. Like I said, I'm just thinning my hand down. So I'm just gonna retaliate for 50. For 40, sorry. Like I said, I do not want to knock out the Sableye. I want to force my opponent to Soul Scrapper his own Sableye. That's fine. Later on we can take a knockout on Sableye for whatever reason. Alright, so let's see what my opponent does. He has double Junk Arm, like I said. So Propagation number 1. Okay. Propagation number 2. Okay. Junk Arm, going to discard 2 cards from his hand. We go for a Toe Scrapper to get rid of Life Dew off the active. There it is. There it is. There's the monster. Toe Scrapper, this guy and this guy. That's the 2 correct. Oh, yes, he discards. Okay, this is fantastic. I don't care that he discards on an Eviolite. He can't reuse Life Dew right now since it's stuck on the active Sableye. So Dark Patch to the Weavile, and what he's going to do is retreat and take a knockout. But I don't care about this. He can still take a knockout and go down to 2 price cards. That is the key right now. Okay. Yeah, this is actually really good for us. Okay, so there's an Oak. I'm going to shuffle, get 6 new cards. Okay. Does he find another Junk Arm? I know he has plenty in the deck. He's only played 1 right now, so he has plenty of Junk Arms if he wants to go this route. Let's see. How many energies have we played? There's 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 more after this, so that's fine. There's a Dark Energy Sneasel. Okay. Let's see. What does our opponent do? He'll probably attack with Weavile, most likely. No, go to Junk Hunt. Okay, this is good. Because now we can fight Energy Terrakion. We can play... Junk Arm and Silver Ring. Alright, so what I'm going to do is Fighting Energy the Terrakion. And then I'm going to... I really want a Juniper to knock out this Jirachi. If we could do that and hit heads on a catcher, we pretty much win the game because all we have to do is knock out a Sneasel. See, I'm putting energy on Terrakion, and I'm going to Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. I know we discarded DC, but that's fine. We have 3 Junk Arms in our deck, and there we go. So we're going to Junk Arm, discarding the Switch and the EXP share. Okay. Grab a catcher, and this catcher needs to be heads. because we can knock out Jirachi this turn. So catcher. Alright, so with Junk Arm, discarding 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so discard 1 and 2. We're going all in on this catcher. We need this to be a heads. We need this to be a heads, guys. Come on, so catcher. We'll try to catcher, bring up the Jirachi. And heads. Alright, so bring up the Jirachi. We will land crush for the knockout, going out of 1 prize card. Alright, there we go. That's what I wanted to say. Going out of 1. There's 1 and 2. Okay, there's an energy switch and a fighting energy. Alright, that's good to go. Alright, so my opponent's probably going to send in this Sneasel. It has free retreat, doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't get rid of this life due off Sableye, we're good to go. Okay, alright. There's a Super Run. I don't care about Super Run. What I care about is this life due. Does he recycle life due this turn? Does he Tool Scrapper plus put the life due on this Weavile? That's the only way to put him back in this game. We're down 3 Junk Arms. There's 1 left in our deck, okay? So Propagation number 1. Alright. Propagation number 2. Okay. Junk Arm, and let's see, what does he grab with this Junk Arm? It better be a Tool Scrapper. Alright, there's a Tool Scrapper, getting rid of the life due. Okay, there's Tool Scrapper, getting rid of the life due most likely. And the Eviolite. Okay, alright, that's 2 cards he wants. Now he's gonna life due again. I mean, yeah, he's gonna whatever again. There's an execute on his hand. We'll see another one. Alright, so there we go. But he's gonna be down 2 Junk Arms, okay. Let's see, 3 cards left, that's fine. I think we should be able to win this game before he can actually win the game. So Junk Arm discards 2 eggs. He's going to grab a life due. Put it on the Weavile. Okay. But I don't think there's any way he can streamline these life dues before we lose. Life due, going to put on the Weavile. Okay, we expected that. Alright. We'll see a Pokemon Collector. Okay, going to get 3 base Pokemon in his deck, so 2 Sableyes. He will take a knockout this turn. He'll be able to quadruple Propagation. So Love Ball, there's a Weavile going to sand. I don't care about any of this stuff. I do not care about this at all. So Propagation, putting the egg back into his hand. Okay. Another Propagation. Okay. I mean, we have 1 more Junk Arm left. I know it's in the deck as well. So there's another egg going to sand. He's going to take a knockout this turn. But he is, I mean, he only has 2 Junk Arms left. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so Dark Patch to the Sneasel. Alright. Let's see here. So Vilify for the knockout. Okay, he's going to take a knockout Terrakion. But this Terrakion can take a knockout. And then, yeah, I mean, we're still looking good, I think. 150, going out of 3 prize cards. This is why Terrakion's so good. Man, okay. Alright, so taking a knockout, going out of 3. We'll sit our Terrakion. On our turn, we get a switch, so I'm just going to put a fighting energy on this guy. I'm going to retaliate for the knockout. Alright, so 180. We're not going to take our last prize card, but remember, he only has 2 Junk Arms left. Alright, so we'll see Sableye coming up. Onto our opponent's turn. We can just retaliate to knock out the Sableye too. Even if you life dues it, that's fine. I think we're going to be able to run him out of resource for he can win this game. I mean, it maybe not, but there's a really good possibility that we can. And we also have 1 Junk Arm left. That 1 Junk Arm can make a difference as well. Now, he could end and put it down to 1, but that's fine. I don't care about that. Does he take a knockout? So, Junk Hunt. He just Junk Hunt, so we just won no matter what. Alright, 2 Junk Arms in his hand. We get to retaliate for the knockout because that earlier damage. There's a Junk Arm. We're just gonna retaliate for the knockout. Doesn't matter. There's 30 damage. We knock out the Sableye because that early retaliation. But like I said, no matter what, I don't think my opponent would be able to win that game without Junk Hunting 1 turn. So there we go. That's why Terrakion's so good. You have this backup attacker that swings for 90 over and over again. With EXP shares, you constantly keep streamlining your Terrakions. Even in this format with like Toe Scrapper and stuff like that, we still managed to win. And we took down probably the best deck in Legacy mode, which is the Eviolite deck. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Way Back Wednesday. I know this game was 23 minutes long, but man, it was worth it. What was our stats? I know it was like really bad. Actually, we flipped 8 heads and 5 tails. I guess those catcher flips were just so huge that was really impacted. My opponent was 100% though. There we go. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Wednesday. Alrighty, bye.
Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.